Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Shades here. If it's your first time stopping by, be sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Now let's jump into the video. Sounhound AI Inc. Sound stock sitting at 484.22 here. And if you look at the monthly chart, this is the monthly, by the way. We have support down here at $4. It has been holding that for a while now, and we come up as high as $6 every single time. For all intents and purposes, we are trading within a range, and it is also possible that on the monthly chart we are experiencing what is known as I have to oh man, I had to sneeze. It is possible that we are experiencing a bull flag here. The bull flag meaning we will eventually, on the monthly, break out to the upside and retest, possibly retest $10. That is what it's looking like here if we remove the horizontal support and resistance levels. So the biggest level is down here at $4. That much is for sure on the monthly chart. If we can break above $5, because that's been our toughest area to get over, and if earnings goes well, because we do have earnings coming up, we could see this break to the upside and go right back to 6, then 750 and 10. So that is what happens when you look at the higher time frames. You might see some patterns that otherwise might not reveal themselves on the lower time frames, such as the daily. Even here, you notice there's a double bottom on the weekly, although it did pull back, and it is holding this. It is holding support here at 450. Buyers continue to step in at 450 to 470, which is what's keeping it within this range between 450 and $5.20. We're just kind of bouncing around right now, almost like we're waiting for that next catalyst to send it higher or lower. Either way, there's going to be opportunity to add to either direction. And if we finally look at the lower time frames, you'll see very clearly we've just been chopping back and forth, back and forth. We could easily see it drop to 450 again, and then buyers step in. That's really what I'm watching for, to see if buyers step in down there at that level. And you can see a very clear wedge here as well. So that's why I'm saying everything's looking like we're getting ready maybe for either upside or downside. But on the monthly, it looks like we could potentially, not saying it will, we could see this bull flag play out to the upside and get a nice breakout. Although you could call this breakout here a failed bull flag breakout. We'll see what happens. Earnings is going to be very influential. We know it can move $1 or $2 up or down depending on how well earnings goes and what they announce. Because sometimes during earnings they announce, hey, by the way, we predict we're going to make even more money this year than originally expected, or hey, we actually just got some partnerships as well. So who knows? Depends on what they reveal during earnings. Other than that, I already have 200 shares. I'm not looking to add more yet, especially with this chop. If this thing does break out above $5, specifically above $5.20, I will look to add more, because that would be bullish. It would be bullish for us to break to the upside and retest 520, then 550, and break out to the upside and come back to 650. So it would be bearish if it comes down below 449. Again, that's where buyers have been holding it. If it comes down below 449, then you would look to buy the dip at around 360 to $4, because that is the floor down here. And the RSI did recently come up as high as 79 before pulling back to a low of, where is it? A low of 45. So I could see it come down nice and cheap. The RSI would be in the 30s or even possibly mid 20s if it does come down to 380, 360. So there's just a lot of volatility, because a lot of choppy price action, because we have Microsoft earnings. Yeah, and after hours we have AMD earnings. We just had Tesla earnings. We had Google earnings. And then we have, I believe, Meta earnings tomorrow, and Thursday we have Amazon and Apple, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we have a lot of earnings for big companies, and those, if they do well, the market will rise. If they do bad, the market will come down. That's why you're seeing this kind of up and down, kind of choppy price action. In case you were wondering why we've just been going, absolutely nowhere really. We've just been bouncing around the same two levels. Now you know why. The market right now, because of earning seasons, is going to dictate which direction we're going to go in. Either way, if it dips, I'm buying the dip. If it breaks out, I'm buying the breakout. And probably looking to flip it at this point because of the volatility that we are experiencing due to earnings. Other than that, take advantage of the dips here, like Riot, for example. I'm waiting for this one. You see all these white arrows that are pointing to these candles? That's how many times you had an opportunity to buy Riot nice and cheap under $10. Anytime it comes under $10, it's a buy. And guess what? I'm exercising patience and discipline to buy down here. I am just playing a waiting game at this point. And that's kind of what the market is. The market rewards people who are willing to sit there and wait. If you followed my alerts, you would have made well over 20%, not just on the previous one, but possibly on the next one as well. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you missed out on this trade alert and the previous alerts, feel free to join the premium Discord, link in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video.